Hello, everyone. Welcome to today. What am I going to do? I have a little bit of a thing I want to do, uh, but the end result, as always, I haven't got a clue how that will be. But I want to make a drawing out of an owl. So that is what we are going to do today. Kind of a cute, whimsical one of sorts. Like that. Something like that anyway. And let's see what we can do about something else. Can't have just an owl hanging off nothing. It needs to have something else too. Let's see. Or even look right through here. And what about the eyes? I want to have them quite big for this owl. So I don't really know the end result. But I want to make something out of it. Let's see. Needs to have some feathers down here. Or maybe some more prominent ones up here too. And I want to fill them out in a different way. But how? I don't really know. And of course there might be another thing or two. This will be the base of it, and I will continue with the background. The background. What about that one? I was thinking about orange. Hello, Letitia. Welcome. I think I'm going to choose an orange background, because I really do want the background to pop. Let's think. Oh, let's do this. I want to have some flowers in the background. Not quite sure how I want them to look, or if I even have like a flowery kind of, I don't know. I want to have them kind of, that looks more like an egg to me, but I don't know. Might have one up here too. Just in the corner. A little bit more centered. And let's see what more we can have. just want to do a fun creation. Don't really have any. Wanted to have a lot of color. That's the aim for this one. That's actually the only thing that I know. So let's see if we can have some small leaves. And maybe one down here. With small leaves too. And not really, as you can see, making real flowers. And I'm not intending to either. Feeling almost like the owl in the jungle, but I don't really know. Oh, thank you, Letitia. And I don't know, you can see quite just a little bit, but I'm going to fill these in. So, you know, my aim for it is not to really show up much when doing it like this. Really just want to have something. And I don't know if I haven't got it quite figured out yet. Let's see, we need something here. Some leaves. Something like that. So let's start with filling in all the colors. How have your day started, or have you just woken up, Letitia? So I want to have my palette ready for use. Fingers crossed that this will work like I want it to. The best thing when creating things like this is that you can, if it like goes totally the wrong way, you can like paint it over and start all over again. That is okay to do if you feel like it. Oh, don't want those black little things. Oh, thank you so much, Letitia, for all the information and all the links and everything. Thank you. Quite like the idea of having the orange as a background. And I might be adding another color too, I don't know. Might add in a little bit of red. How is everything at home? with and the weather. We have the strangest spring weather. We had lovely spring last week, beautiful blue sky, and some like a little bit of course it wasn't warm, but it was like sunshine, lovely blue sky. Uh, all the flowers were about to bloom, things like that, budding out and that. And yesterday we had snow. I'm like, no, no more snow. But it's supposed to be better off later in the week, so with more sunshine coming, and fingers crossed it will have no more snow. So that is how this week started for us, with a lot of snow. Like a lot of snow for the season, but it's not really wintry snowy, but um and it's melting quite a lot actually from even the snow that came earlier today. But don't want to have snow in the middle of April. That is a big no to me. Now I want warm weather and springtime. I don't know if that is why I'm like a little bit of um, looking forward to spring when creating this thing. Let's see. Starts to look like something there. And you know what? I really do have to get myself a heating tool of some sort, because I don't have any. I don't even have um, a hair dryer, so can't even use that. Hmm. And then I realized I had quite a lot of things done, but I have to figure out a way to bind them together, or in a journal or in any other way. I don't really know how. Hello, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Mm, but I have to figure out how to bound them in a nice way. So there are quite a lot of things. And you know what? I don't know if you remember, but I started kind of a flower springtimey kind of journal back in, I think it was February. Like I don't even know. I found a bit of flower shaped things, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Oh no, I don't know what to do with these. So my aim is to start that one. I don't know. We will see how far we get today, and maybe I will continue it on Thursday. It's blue all over there. Thank you so much. It's a little bit of I don't know exactly how the end result of this will be, but I definitely want an owl and some spring feeling, because we got snow today or earlier today, but not wintry snow, but there are quite a bit of snow. So I hope your start to your day has been good, Jen. And I've actually relaxed quite a lot this weekend and yesterday and even today. I haven't been in my craft room as much. Of course, I was Saturday because of the monthly craft video chat, but other than that, well, okay, I was on almost like the whole Saturday. I was actually on, I think it was like for 9 hours or something. But it was fun to be able to see and talk to those who were participating. Hello, Alison. Welcome, welcome. I'm making myself an owl in springtime inspired thing. And as always, I don't really have the exact final way of how it's going to look. I did decide that I really did want to have like an orangey or yellow orangey kind of background though, but other than that, I don't know about you. Of course, Jen, it would be fun. It would be really, really fun. I will send you the information like later today. Actually, I think I have to. It's not much, the link and things like that. But I usually prepare the link later today for tomorrow's stream. As you know, we have Friends Day on a Wednesday. So it would have been nice to be able to craft with all of you, but as you know, with YouTube and things, you can't really have a lot of streamers going on at once. But it's fun to have a couple of you at a time, so it's going to be fun. Let's see. So I think we have kind of a base. Yes, that's correct, Jen. I'll send you a link, and the only thing that you have to do is hello, Scene, welcome. The only thing that you have to do is to click on the link and join. So when I will be on there to help you if you have any questions or things like that before. It's 10 o'clock Eastern, but for me it's afternoon, so I will be on looking at all the streams and things like that throughout the day. So let's see what we can do with this. Do you have any favorite colors or anything like that? Thinking if we could combine your favorite colors. I was thinking like purple, pink maybe, I don't know. And I hope this is showing up orange to you. It's kind of, or maybe like a darker kind of yellow. Just a little bit more up here. Let's see. I feel that I want to have some of the feathers on the owl blue, but I have to make that specific color myself. So green, teals and purple. Oh, no, we will combine something to greens. They are really, really nice. There will be greens on this one, but I will leave it like that for now. So, of course, we will go and fill in things throughout. Let's see. We will have to create some kind of blue. I actually realized that it's kind of fun to play with colors, and of course you just need your primary ones really to have an opportunity to make whatever color you want. Oh, hello Mina, welcome Mina. Want it to be a little bit lighter. I might be adding a little bit of white too, but might be adding in. Play with colors. That was kind of fun. Let's see. Let me just think for a bit. Do I want to have that one? And I am going to use markers, or some kind of color pencils on this one too. So let's see. Blue. Do we need blue anywhere else? I don't think so, at least not for now. We will add in some green. Oh, is it? Oh, I think. I don't know. I've been doing so many lives that I'm not really sure. Sorry for that, but I'm glad. I'm glad that I have to hear. Is that a stencil? No, it's not. I have been like drawing it. Or do you mean? I've just used a pencil to draw it. If you mean all, all of this. Let's see. So I just felt I needed to have a springtime owl. That's the thing. Nothing more to say about that. Let's see what to do best here. Might be adding in some orange before actually going over with the green, because that is, I don't mind them blending together. Oh, thank you. It's supposed to be colored in later on, but so this is just a start. But I might add other things too. But this is, the base of the thing here. And I don't know about you, but me, when creating, it takes time, a lot of time actually. I can sit for hours and hours and just add things, loads of things. So I don't really know where this will end. And as I told you, I'm not really going to leave it with just the paint like this. I'm also going to use markers. So I will just color these in as the base and then add in the markers. Definitely, I'm like that too. Really do need to add orange around. And I can say, with things like this, I am finished at some stage, but other things I'm not quite finished, ever really. I always go back and add and even take away things that I feel it don't fit anymore, or thoughts on it has been changed or things like that. But mostly I add. That's the main thing. And when painting like this, I make the whole thing at once, but sometimes it can also be that I make paintings, and mostly paintings, really, not really journaling projects and things like that, but I can make them in stages. So, for example, like I can add the owl and then wait for a couple of days and then go back and add the branch, things like that. So that is also another way. And of course, when making a live like this, you really do want to see what's happening to the the creation that I do, so I do understand that you want to see kind of a final result. It can even be that I'm going in with, a little bit of a dot or something just to add maybe a little bit of a shine to something, or whatever thing. It's so nice to see. It's 8 p.m. here, and it's still not quite uh, not quite dark yet. And this time winter, it's pitch black and nothing more really until maybe like 10 a.m. tomorrow. But this time of year, it's even a little bit of the sun still up. So that is nice. So let's see, we have a little bit of orange here. This might not be the best angle, but I hope that you can see something. So what do we want? I think we need to add, what about adding blue to some of the flowers? No, I'm not in the UK. I'm in Sweden. If I'm right, it's 7 p.m. in UK right now, but for me it's 8 p.m. So I'm even 1 hour further away. So on the other side of our lovely world. What am I really going to do? And it's kind of a thing I've been thinking about, the times when going live and things like that. Because of course for me, I would be glad if I could go live like in the morning, like my morning time. But then none of you would have been able to see, because it will be in the middle of the night for all of you, almost anyway. So that is kind of sad for me. So that is why I go live like in the middle of the day like this. And of course sometimes like the Wednesdays and Thursdays on other times of the day. So let's see, we'll add some pink to this. Not to the same flowers maybe, but we'll have to add colors. See, do we need maybe pink petals down here on this one? I need a plan for my life. Oh, a plan. Oh, I never do any plans. You know, for, I do understand that it's different for everyone, but when it comes to my way of creating, I, today I knew I wanted to do an owl, and I knew I wanted to have it like a springtimey kind of feeling. But I can't really plan more than that, because to me I feel like I'm restricted, or things, if I do plan too much. And if I feel like that, it's like totally blocking me, and then I can't really create anything. So for me, no plan is the best, really. Let's see, we had actually got a little leaf thing down here, so we will create that too. But we all do our creative things in different ways, so I totally understand if you want to plan, but so for example, like for tomorrow, it's actually a prompt game kind of thing, really. You do whatever you want to do with the prompts, and that's the fun part of it, because it's really fun to see, when creating things in totally different ways, even though we have the same prompts. So that is it, really, with that. I do want to add some yellow to the feathers, so I'm going to do that. Might be yellow and something else. I'm not really sure yet. That. I think I want to add purple. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with some flowers in the yellow, in this purple. Might be adding purple up here. Let's see. Oh, too much. All concentrated and focused. I don't really know if the end result will be better if we do that, but it's like, thing that you're supposed to do, I guess. And then I will go into this with and another pen. And I just realized that might have to wait just a little bit. Hello, Candy. Welcome. And Gaylan, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to make a little bit of a springtime owl here. Let's see, is there any color that we have forgotten to use? Yellow. Like in the middle here. Yes, it's Candy's birthday. Now I'm really going to sing you something special, Candy. I'm going to sing the Swedish happy birthday song. Ja må du leva, ja må du leva, ja må du leva ut i 100 år. Ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva ut i 100 år. Ett fyrfaldigt leve för Candy. Hipp hipp, hooray, hooray, hooray! So now you hear the Swedish version. It's kind of fun to really know different songs. Let's see. Do I really want to have? Feel like I miss a green of some sort, a lighter green maybe, or another kind of purple. I don't know if it sounded kind of the same. I think the bass is kind of the same, but of course there are some differences when it comes to the actual words. Let's see. Are you? Oh, that was too okay. Didn't DNA. I'm actually, it's a funny thing. Okay, I live in Sweden. I've done that all my life, almost. But I'm adopted from Chile. So I came to Sweden when I was a little baby. So I'm not really Swedish. But I know for those of you who have seen me, I'm not really Swedish looking in that sense. Might be kind of European looking because my father, he was German. So it's really like international kind of thing. In the family. So, but I know that, my husband is Swiss. I'm not really. I've been Swedish all my life, to say. I'm more German than it, but. Oh, okay. Okay. No, I have, as of right now, we have half of the relatives in Switzerland and half of it in the German part of Switzerland and half of it in Sweden with my parents and things. It's kind of interesting when thinking about, you know, the DNA and things like that. And I have actually got a couple of questions about that for myself lately because of some medical things. But so they don't really know how to solve a thing or two with me because I'm not Swedish, you know. So that is kind of a crazy thing. Second is German. Do you have any connection to Germany? Generally, do you have all your relatives, as far as you know, like in the US or? So for me, it has been kind of fun to look into all, you know, the kind of things that would really be with not being the Swedish kind of. That is kind of interesting. I know that you are supposed to have like an identical twin somewhere in the world. At least they say. I know. I've seen her. Yes, I have seen her. Things definitely. Um, she is Swedish, and but you know, this YouTube thing for art in Sweden is uh, kind of new in a way, and I know that. I know there might be a couple of, you know, scrapbookers back in the day making making YouTube videos and things like that, but there hasn't really been much other than that. You know, there are a lot of like influencers when it comes to vlogging your day and, you know, the traditional kind, but not really in art. So it's fun that it's starting to grow in Sweden too, even though Sweden is quite a small country, really. Doppelganger, in English, the word for that one is a Doppelgang. But that is German, or is it Swiss? Do you use that in English? Hmm, that is German, or at least as you spell it like that. I don't know the pronunciation of it in English though. For me, it would have been like a double gang or something, like twin. But the way that you have been spelling it, and for me, as knowing German, I say it like a Doppelganger. Okay. I've seen actually, I think it's two videos recorded with the ancestry website or something. And there was two girls that one lived in the US and the other one lived in Europe. They didn't know each other. They had no relatives like in common, nothing like really connecting them. But when you saw them, they were identical, like identical twins, really. So that was kind of fun. How could that be, really? Looking like exactly like another person that you don't really know, and that it's kind of strange how the world can be like that. Okay, if you call it that, then you know a German word, maybe without knowing it. But that is strange. Do you have identical twins? Do you call them identical twins, or do you call them like another name, or? Yes, they do have to have the DNA test and everything, and it's like they are really they aren't really identical twins in that sense, but they look exactly the same. So that is kind of strange. And then I seen another one with a guy who flew. I don't really know the destination, but he flew somewhere, and when he sat on the plane, he suddenly realized that a couple of rows behind him, the guy sat that was looking exactly like him, and there were like people in the plane, uh, you know, whispering about it and things like that, and they're like, "Whoa, we look exactly the same." Yeah, yes. For us, when it comes to Swedish, we have a lot of French words, really, or words connected to the French language. Let's see, do we need more of something else? We do need a purple one here, or that was more like a grey purple to me. And a little bit more of the purple here. Yeah, it is kind of creepy. I know that I have a couple it was really like, it was 20 years ago or something. I stumbled upon I think it was a blog, uh, like a popular blog about family life and things like that. There was a girl, or a family actually. She wrote about her family, and the strangest thing happened when I looked at the pictures, because in some of the pictures I thought it was me, but it wasn't. So, and then I looked at it. I asked my husband to look at it, and he's like, "Oh, what have you done? It's you." But it wasn't, because when you really looked at it, like, compared me to her face and things like that, it might be like 98, 99% the same. And and then I looked into it a little bit, because I'm adopted, so I might have a sister somewhere. I don't really know. And then I somehow I lost the information about that family and that girl, so that was kind of sad. Yeah, that's the thing, Gaylan. It's kind of, when thinking about it, sometimes you never know. Might be happening something strange in your family too. But it's kind of fun to think about. And sometimes, with me, I think about that girl and the family, because it was really creepy when looking at her pictures, actually, to see that we were so, like, I'm not kidding, like, I thought it was me in the pictures, but looking like really, really close to, or looking at like certain things around the nose, or like under the eyes and around the eyes and things like that, that you could see that it wasn't me, but it was really, really similar to me. Oh, wow. I haven't thought about that. But I know that her photo, I know her photo, like, I've seen that a lot of times. Yeah, it's kind of a fun thing to have a identical person somewhere else in the world. Let's see what more to add. We do need some pink here. I wish I would have, like, when I looked at that girl's, I followed her really, and then she started to put pictures up, because it was like, um, how early was it? Like in the beginning of 2000s or something like that. It wasn't like really big, the internet thing and things like that. It wasn't like really exploding like nowadays. And I somehow lost the link to that site, or I don't know how it really went on, but unfortunately I lost the information, and that was kind of sad. So need to add pink on these. Let's see, where you? She's probably at least 15 years younger than I am, so we don't look that much alike. But it looks, yeah, that is fun. And sometimes, of course, you know, I have 5 kids, and everyone, literally everyone that have seen them is like, oh, wow, 5 kids, and both girls and boys. And when looking at my husband and me, you can definitely see that those 5 kids are our kids. There are no doubt about it. So, and that is also like fun because 5 and they look so similar to each other. And there are certain um, things that like you can't really fool anyone. So that is kind of fun too, because when having 5, it might be that one or some of them might look totally different than the others, and but you can definitely see, like in the baby photos, things like that, that I can't really see who is who other than looking at the clothes and knowing that, okay, that one we didn't have when this, you know that girl or boy was born, and things like that. But hmm. And so, oh, let's see. I don't look much like my 2 siblings. Oh yeah, but red and brown, that is kind of going in the same range. I don't really know, but I'm looking at the color scheme. I'm like, it might be red and brown is kind of alike. Hmm. We need something yellow. More yellow. One more yellow. No, but it's fun to really see. You know, I know that some um, don't have any similarities with the siblings, but for instance, we have our neighbors are actually identical twins. Their daughters are identical twins, and there is, we have known them for 60 years, and there is no way that I can see the difference on their girls. So that is kind of fun. And they have played tricks on us many times because of that. And I do understand. Oh, sorry, I do understand that, because it must be fun to really play tricks on everyone. So let's see. We have to have another brush. And I would have too if you know even their own parents can't see difference in them sometimes. So, and then sometimes you say that when they are small, but throughout the years the parents learn to see, but they haven't, and they are like 16 years old now. The girls. So Let's see. Thinking about adding purple here, so we will go with that. Oh, got him a 9-year-old. That must have been kind of hard for everyone involved. You know, my parents got me when I was 4 months, but I was born 10 weeks early, so I was small like a newborn. Have I forgotten? Let's see, we will go in with the brown, really. And of course add things as we go. Must be kind of hard to, you know, as a 9-year-old, and really it must be fun for you to have baby pictures. Yeah, but I know that, of course, you know, the identical twins, but they sometimes, you know, they play tricks on everyone. So let's see. Going to paint straight over the, and I didn't forget the feet this time. Sometimes I do that when making owls, but this time around it was different. Oh, thank you so much. It's coming together slowly but surely. That is how I look at it, really. And as I create, I don't want to rush anything either, because then I know I won't be pleased with the end result. Let's see, do we need to add? We do need to add something fun to these bigger flowers. So we'll have to think about that. And of course something else to the owl as well, but I haven't really. Let's see, do we need something green? More green. Maybe down here on one of the feathers. That. And what about adding pink to the last one down here? What do we think? Do we want to have some red, maybe? Am I going to destroy the whole thing now? I don't really know, but we'll just have to try it out. And this isn't really, you know, a really red. It's more like a pink red. So I'm not really as frightened that it might be really strange combination. I don't really know if you can see the difference on the camera, but I hope you can. It's kind of a darker pink more than a red. I'm actually going to use it here, and I think it's turning more red as the paint dries. Let's see. And soon the fun things begin. You know, I don't know about you, but I do paint in different stages and often start with the base like this and then adding in all bits and pieces. So it's going to be fun. No, don't destroy. I won't destroy. You know, the worst thing that could really happen is to kind of have to throw it away, but you know, I don't mind. Things happen for a reason sometimes, if that's a thing. Thinking about doing dots, might be doing that really. You know, can't get enough dots. The best combination of all, dots and an owl. Or kind of dots really. It's not really a circly dots, but that I don't really mind. So soon the fun part will start. And might be adding some dots on the other ones as well. Yeah, it adds a little bit of another dimension to it. And I'm going to, let's see, what color of dots do we want on the other two? I'm thinking I'm really thinking blue dots on the other one up there. I don't know why. And yet again, it's just to try. I'm getting all quiet. Focusing again. Oh, no problem at all, Vanessa. Nice to just popping in and saying hi. Working on your room. Oh, I wish, you know, in one way you are inspiring me to do it, but I'm still waiting on the shelf. So I'm kind of not really been able to do anything. crafting along. I like that a lot. So I was thinking about yellow dots on the other one there, but I don't know. We will try it out. That's what I am thinking about anyway. Multitasking. Usually I like do laundry or something like that, especially when looking at Mary, as she streams, so many hours at once. I usually fold my laundry or things like that. Oh, these are not really visible, not right now. We are going to change that though. Let's see. I don't really know if you can see anything of this yellow, but they are there. I have like two choices, laundry or actually I have my spot in the kitchen too when looking at Create with Becca, because she streams right at the time where I make the dinner for our family. So let me just think a little bit, because I haven't decided on what I want to do for this part of the actual thing here on the owl. Let's see if I just want to I feel like I want to have it light. Let's see. Let's start out with a light peachy kind of paint, just to have something. I don't really know if it's going to show, or at least as I can see kind of different, but I don't know if you can on camera, at least not with this pale one. I am going to add things though, so don't you worry. I think I'm going to use this paint in between two. Just to have some kind of a base. And it is actually showing up a little bit more in between, even though you can't see anything yet. And adding it to the back here as well, even though I know that we are going to add other things. Feathers, more likely. But I don't really want to have like a really white background there. Of course. Hello, Riri. Nice to have you. Welcome to lurk or listen or just, it's up to you. I'm just glad to have you all here to chat with me a little while and do whatever things you have to do that is necessary to you. So I'm going to add in a little bit of orange here and there. I thought I've missed it quite, in bits and pieces. So that's one thing. Number one is almost finished, so I'll put the colors aside, and now the filling in part. And I will do that with, let's see, we will start with the green. To add a little bit of green here, and I'm doing it with my trusty markers, just to have it a little bit more of a feeling that something is really happening on the page. So, and I will of course post a picture on IG with this one. I say finished, but with the result of after this live. Because I do understand that it might be kind of hard for you to see anything, as it's not really close up in that way. Let's see what we can do. Going in with another color. And here is where you can really see, at least me live as I'm drawing it like this, you can really see the difference. And I hope that you kind of see that too. I don't know if you can. It's really bad lighting. Have to figure that one out. It's kind of strange for me to do a good lighting these days, like in the springtime, because in the beginning of the stream, sun is up and everything is, everything is where it's supposed to be daytime, and now it's starting to get really dark outside and things like that. So, and I'm right outside the window, so there we go. We'll have to add in some highlights to this one as well, as part of the feather. And then of course adding all the other colors and things. see, we will go into with the pink. That wasn't really showing. Let's do the other one. It's starting to become something anyway, rather than just some colors on a paper. And I'm going to actually turn this around as it's easier for you to see rather than me hanging over everything, so that you see nothing but my hair. Let's see. Now I feel like, with this bits and pieces, I really do have to concentrate. And the round hair. Maybe doing some lines like this. A little bit of doodling doesn't really hurt, does it? And that is kind of the point with this one, really. I'm making this on watercolor paper, as that's the thing that I really have right now. Could have been like mixed media paper too, but I had watercolor paper. And when making these, the only thing in mind was have fun. And let's see what happens with the actual painting, because that is how I really see it. Doesn't really have to be a thing. Those of you who know me, and I know that most of you do, you have to have fun when making things like this. Because I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't think it was fun. So I'm really just kind of defining things like this. And still working kind of on the actual base as I'm going to add and add and add on. Like, that's the way to go. Do need to add something to these petals, and I think I'm going with yellow. Just because I can. So let's see, we will go in with the brown for the owl here. I don't really know if you can really say that this is the end part of the branch here, but it's what it is. Let's see, let's do his so we can see how he sits like this, going up, adding in some black lines. So this is how I like can sit for hours and hours and add on things. Dots and circles and squares and, you know, whatever things. And of course, in this case, we're going to add in the eyes. I prefer to color them in like with this pencil like this. I'm not really making anything but, you know, some owl features to this one, like that. And adding in, let's see, have they dried enough? I think they have. So I will do some circles with black around certain things on this. And as you can see, it comes to life in a way. So the more you work on it, the more it comes to life. We're going to cheat a little bit and paint that one red, because that one wasn't as red as I wanted it to be. Let's see, we will go around the flower as well. So this will be my springtime owl. And I am going to do the same with these. At least with the dots. So this has been kind of another kind of live for you, but I felt that I really needed to just paint a little bit today. And then we will go around like this for the upper shape there. fill parts of it in, really. And going around with the green pen. Oh, thank you so much. It is coming to life, and that is the fun part of this. Adding more and more color, really, to really see what happens. So I don't know if you can say that this will be my whimsical part. For those of you who have been participating in my challenge on my page, Mrs. JJ and Friends, you know that this week's challenge was a whimsical art creation. And this might be kind of whimsical. So I will put it in as a challenge thing in the group. Mrs. JJ and Friends. And yet again, I'm going in and filling in the blue thing there that I missed. It's going to add bits and pieces. And, you know, a painting like this, to me, doesn't really have an ending. It keeps, like, adding on things. Bits and pieces all the time. And that is why I say that I never really have a finished result for anything I do. The same to you, Galen. Very nice that you have been with us. Makes me want to paint owls. Do that. It's fun to, you know, me with my owls. I do love owls. But do what makes you happy. Painting owls is fun. I don't know. To me, it's owls are representing knowledge in a way. But I don't know the actual thing with owls. You know, when starting out liking owls, I think I was like 6 years old, and I know I looked at a TV show when I was a kid, and that TV show was about an owl and some animals living in the woods, and the owl came with tips and ideas and things like that to the other animals for them to, you know, live in the woods and to be able to build things so that they could survive and things like that. So I don't know if that's my fascination of owl, where it really began. And of course, I think like they are really nice to look at. Now as an adult, they are really fascinating. So please do your version. That would be fun to see. Let's see what we can do. And I don't know about you, if you know, me and owls, of course. You can do your favorite animal or anything else that you would like to do a little whimsical kind of thing. Let's see, we can really add stripes like this to this one. Why not? And again, just because I can, I will do that. Let's see, we will add some darker purple lines. Now I've totally forgot the word, or I don't really know the Swedish one either, but this particular flower looks like a certain kind of, oh wow, me and names sometimes, they're totally gone. But let's see, do we want to add some other kind of things to this? And of course, I say of course, but I don't really know what. I think I want to add, I'm not really sure, but sometimes when you get the feeling of doing something, you know, you have to go with it. But I think I'm going to add stripes to this one as well. Just felt it needed stripes. And to define that inner circly thing just a little bit. And yet again, I have to look into IG to see the result, I think, because this isn't really showing it off the way that I would have liked you to see it. I will actually go in with the orange here as well. And what about let's see, this red one? Like that. I'm thinking about what to do with this part here, or if I want to leave it like that. One thing tells me to leave it, and another feels like I want to add something. just to deepen it a little bit. I might be adding in some brown, so let's see. We can do something. Do something about that. Just a little bit of brown. Just to have it show up a little bit darker. And I think I'm going to do the same, let's see, with the head part. Or even just add a little bit of shadow thing. Just have something else other than just plain picture. I like that. So let's see, we will turn this around again just because it's easier for me, and paint a little bit of the outlining on this and the dots. And I will actually wait to take a photo of this until morning time when the sun is up and things like that, because right now the lighting is not good at all. So like this all the way around. And it needs something else. Let's see it from the right angle. It's just a little bit easier for me. There might be something missing. Bits and pieces are showing off a little bit more than you can see on camera, I think. But there is something. I want to add in squares in this. Starting out with lines all the way around. And then continue throughout and take it the other way around to make squares. Like that. And I will actually add in lines in this one in orange. Just add in something just to not have as many white parts of it as. So the last one, what do we want to do with that one? I think I'm going to do the same but with a lighter blue. And yet again, as you can see, I'm using my really cheap markers, nothing special. So a little bit of another kind of live for you today, but this will be the result for now. So I hope that you have enjoyed looking at this creation coming to life. So this is really all, but we have lots to do on Thursday. And of course, tomorrow I will be on together with Jen and Vanessa for my Friends Day on a Wednesday, and that is 10 a.m. Eastern. So thank you all so much for watching these creation come to life. So I will see you all tomorrow, or my regular stream on Thursday 1:30 Eastern. Bye everyone, and I will say good night, and thank you to all the replayers and everyone who has been watching. Oh, thank you so much, Alison. Yeah, it's going to be a little bits and pieces added, but the base is there, kind of. Bye everyone.